for Shauna for the year ahead. So, okay. Kim, will you pop up the prices for Sparrow? And we'll do Shauna's year ahead. See what's going on. It feels like there's something coming in about persistence where you need to pay attention. You go at it slow, but be persistent about something. I'm not sure what this is about, but the slow entry, it means persistence and consistency are important. It's something that maybe is a challenge to you. Not the situation, but consistency in and of itself might be challenging to you, but keep with it, keep with it. Okay. Wow. Okay. What a start for the center cards. Holy shit balls. Okay, we have death and transformation. And you can see behind me, butterflies are the sign of metamorphosis, death and rebirth, all of that. This is when the caterpillar becomes butterfly. This is what's happening. Transformative year. Huge, huge, huge. And then what's going on? This is a year of investigation, introspection, facing the dark night of the soul. This is huge, huge, huge coming up. Huge. When you're looking at what's going on with your soul and what's going on within you, you have to do some of the shadow work, and that's not always easy. It is why you need to be persistent. I'm getting the word dogged. If you're investigating something, if you're exploring something, if you see the TV police mystery shows and their procedurals, they have to be dogged. They have to approach from lots of different avenues and keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. And that's what I'm getting. This is what's coming in for you. Okay, we're going to flip it down, and we're going to see what else is going on. Now, I just used the blue, so we're going to go around the months with the red deck and see what's going on. Shauna the year, Shauna the year. We got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August. Okay, some of these months come out with 2, and we're going to go in and clarify as we go around, see what's happening. We're starting with September. You got the death card on the lead, and you can't get it any more plainly in the majors and the minors right here, September. Something's coming to an end, and it is time to move on. This is very, very interesting. So when you have this, and in the Steampunk Tarot, they have it, and it looks like death of an ego. But this is something that's lots of betrayals that have hurt over a long period of time, and it's time to say goodbye. Move on from it. Tomorrow is the next day. You're going to have to move through something difficult coming up. You're going to have to leave something behind. Let it go. It's beyond the point of surrender. There's the longer you stay or cling to this, the more painful it becomes. Let it go, let it go. Let transformation happen. This is huge. It will bring up some of your fears. And you've got the moon coming up in October. You got the hermit here where I was talking about investigating the dark night of the soul. This feels like very much what's going on in September and October. October has the moon card. Let's see if we can get clarification on that. Anything else about facing the fears? And when you see this, you're passing through the gates of fear with the moon. You typically see the crayfish coming out of the water, the dog and the wolf, the opposite sides of the dog, right? But you're passing through the gates of fear. And this is no small feat because you have just a little bit of light. Things look distorted. Things look scary. Let's see what's going on. October. What else is happening? Wow. Wow. This is coming through very specific. The fear that you're facing is being your own hero, riding the horse for yourself, questing for the grail for yourself instead of having somebody else on the outside do it for you. You will get an offer of some sort, but this validation of the self needs to come from within you, not external. And this is somebody that sometimes is offering more than they can actually do. If you put it external and you think Prince Charming is writing in, this guy is in no way prepared for battle. He's pie in the sky thinker and sometimes player, lady slayer. So there's a fear about this. There's a fear what's going on in the realm of love, in the realm of spirit, emotion, and it's where you need to learn to be your own hero. It's really kind of a challenging one. Very challenging. Let's see what else is going on. Now, the Magician comes in just a little bit beyond that, and I like seeing this Magician coming in. It's coming in November with the Temperance card, so if you can look down here, you see these two coming in together? This is huge magic. This one alchemizes. That's what she's doing. Balancing, balancing, balancing. This one has all the tools and knows the trick. So you're going to do more manifesting. You're going to do more bringing things forward, drawing from within and making it external in November. This is huge for you. There's something about this magic that's coming up when you quest for the grail from yourself. When you shift out of this, you move beyond it. You're like, okay, fuck it. I'm done. I'm done waiting for other people to do X, Y, and Z. You're done with that. You're ready to move forward. When the magician is in the house and you trust on your own magic, it's going to lead you very forward. The alchemy will happen fast. There's something about here where I'm feeling a pacing increases. Usually this is slower. Usually this is, but this is happening. It feels like solutions will come to bear more quickly in November, and it seems like there will be a hastening. Doesn't mean everything's going to speed up. It just means you're going to feel momentum. And that's not generally what that card is about, but that's what I'm feeling. That's what's coming through. It's like you've stumbled upon the right formula. Now, December, we look at December, we originally pulled out two. We've got the King of Swords and the the Five of Cups. So the King of Swords is all about logic and planning and reasoning and what's fair and what makes sense and what's right and figuring out your point of authority from a more strategic place. The Five of Cups is stewing in your own brew. This is having sorrow, having misery, and not being ready to move on from it. Notice on this one, the 3 cups are spilled. Usually there's 3 cups that she's looking right at, and then 2 are behind, and they aren't pivoting towards it. The 2 remaining, she's got her eyes closed to both things. It's like, okay, I got to be careful on that one, just so, because it's a mermaid. So, you know. What's coming through on this is if you're going to be stuck in this place of mourning and stuck in this place of grief, it's getting in the way of you making a plan for strategy. So whatever this is, you've moved on from September going forward. The new year is really going to delineate something. In December, you're going to change a tradition in such a way that you're going to move from the past, move from the sorrow, and start something new. And this is important for you, to set a strategy for yourself. Not just New Year's resolutions that are going to make you crazy. No, a strategy. Something that you can manage a little bit at a time that needs to come into play. Now, in January, you got the Page of Swords, brandishing the sword of truth. This is something you've planned in December. In January, you're brandishing it and moving forward. And on this one, I don't know if you can see, but there's an eagle on the necklace that he's wearing, on the pendant. There's flight. This is the momentum that's picking up. It's like, it doesn't feel as strong as the Chariot coming in, but it does feel like something has shifted. What's going on with that? Take a look. Whoa. Okay. All right. This is the shadow side. In this deck, this is the devil card. This is when you slay your own demons. You're ready to. Now, there's gossip and strife and observations and witnessing and seeing things and spying on things and recognizing things. You've got the Hermit in the center. You're holding the light on them. You're holding the light right up on your own shadow, right up on things that you know better than, things that are toxic patterns, things that you've done, or toxic situations that you've been in and you're like done with them. You know this because you're holding the light on it. Big time, big time, big time. What else is happening? You're setting up something for March, and this is huge. This is the card of March, and you've got it also in May. Just so you know, look for when you see duplicates in this. It's like a neon sign. This is happening in January. You're getting an inkling. It's like you're passing through this threshold early. You're setting it up for March. It's going to happen also in May. We want to pay attention to this. This is dancing through something. It's like portals or thresholds of doorways. It's entrance points, points where you can start something new and exciting for yourself. This is huge for you. If you dare, if you're brave enough to slay your own shadow, if you're brave enough to let whatever toxic pattern it was that you needed to shift, get gone. Let it get gone. Be gone. Be done. This is huge for you. Now, February. This is why I think that it's happening in March. In February, you're still feeling a little bit stuck. In February, you've got nostalgia and rose-colored glasses in your way, rose-colored thinking, just tra-la-la. This is wishing things could have been a different way. And then the Eight of Swords. This is the card of the hostage, or the one that's the captive. It's stuck in your own limiting beliefs. And this is stuck in limiting beliefs about the past. And this comes in February. In February, I'm in Utah, and in America, February is generally Valentine's and all kinds of nonsense going on. And it feels like you have, in February, This ways of thinking about how relationships should be and how relationships should go that really need challenged by you. You really need to get strategic about what you're thinking about in that. And don't put rose-colored glasses or potential on something. If you're dating potential, you might as well be dating nothing, because potential is potential. Trust their actions more than anything else at this particular time. It feels like February, that's going to be challenging to you. So just understand that you might not be seeing as clearly because of all the social constructs that happen in February. All of the social constructs are a little bit too pressuring, and it makes you see in a limited way. So be aware. March comes up, the Empress comes in big, big, big. Now, this is the sign of fertility. After warning you about February, after telling you about February and getting this and telling you this is March, there's weddings, graduations, and births that come with this. So if you're not wanting to be the pregnant, fertile Empress, slap a wrapper on it. If for some reason you're trying to rebalance and conceive, perfect time in March. This is what's coming up. This is new opportunity, new growth, abundance, huge amounts of abundance going forward. This isn't something that's easy. This is something that takes some time. The Empress is there, but she knows who she is. She knows her value, knows her worth. She's not going to settle for what doesn't serve. She just flat won't. You don't settle for what doesn't serve when you're the queen of all the queens. You're not taking guff from other people that think they're queens either, or other, I want to say minor, but I'm getting lesser queens. So if people are trying to yank your chain and you know what you need in March, you pay close attention. You know exactly what you need in March. All right. It's the time for projects to move forward. Ooh. Yeah, this one, be careful who you give audience to. She's the most sensual of the queens. This one coming through, be careful in this month. Take precautions if you must. You know what you need to do for your own good situation. But this one and this one coming together. This is potent. This is sparkly, dynamic, very highly attractive, highly appealing, magnetizing everything towards you, and then being super fruitful about it. Be aware of this in March. Whatever projects you want to do. Now, if you're my age, this wouldn't refer to little babies on the way. It might refer to new projects that you're starting, new challenges you're taking on, maybe new classes, maybe a talent that you want to pursue, something like this. This is big new projects, and they aren't just little dabbly things. It's something that you want to dedicate some time to and put a chunk of time into. This is coming up in March. In April, 5 of Swords. Oh, this card is usually defeated on the battlefield. There's a defeat. This is usually when there's somebody that's trying to win at any cost and somebody that plays the right fight. And this is a little bit spiky, spiky, spiky. This is when they're stabby, stabby, barbs. People are just being bitchy. There's just no plain way to say it any plainer. People are just being bitchy about things, and you're feeling like you get all these fairies, but none of them are serving you. It's the spite fight. It's get off the battlefield is what I would say on that card in a big way. What else do you need to know in April? I would be mindful of your friends in this particular time. I'd be very mindful of your friends. You be around those that celebrate you and truly celebrate you. If they are tolerating you, you don't need to be in their presence. If you feel taken for granted, if they aren't reaching out more and you're the one that's always reaching towards them, start reaching towards other things. Be around those that lift the glass to you and celebrate you. Spend time in community that serves. This is huge for you, and that's coming up in April. In May, we're seeing this. Now, we saw it in January. We're seeing it in May. It's weddings, graduations, births. It's usually the sign of spring and March. It's a threshold and a doorway. How to express this? I think by this point, you're going to have to choose which room you want to be in. Which rooms you want to be in is huge. I want to look at this a little bit more. Where are you trying to move through? It feels like the door has been open for quite some time, particularly because you had this in January, but what room are you trying to move into? You're trying to get rid of some of this negative bullshit, thinking thoughts, limited thoughts, things that take away. You are learning the cover your ass lesson, and you are learning what this is all about. This card, people give this guy a bum rap. This is Sneaky Pete the Thief. Now, if you look close, and you can see it pretty good in this card, you can see where the camp is, where all those tents are. You can see this guy stealing all the swords. Is he looking out for his own interest? Is he looking out for he doesn't want to fight there? Is he trying to create less bloodshed on the battlefield? That kind of thing. That's what's going on with this one. But this one also can be somebody taking something from you if you don't protect your priorities. It is time to evaluate what your priorities are and then move forward. This is the Four of Wands lesson. The room you're going into is the cover your ass room. It feels as though You'll still give credit when credit isn't deserved. You'll still give credit when credit isn't due. You'll still give more chances than are warranted for somebody, maybe because you care about them, maybe because there's attachment, but you need to let it go. Move beyond. Yeah. Take control and move beyond. This is the Emperor coming up in this particular situation. Now, if you look, you have the Emperor coming out right here. This is your first thing that you get to do that leads you towards the Emperor. This is where you take control of the realm and you make decisions. So the Empress kind of is very receptive, and she's like, okay, more the feminine energy of the ultimate leadership. The Emperor is going to enact some things. He's going to put up rules. He's going to put up boundaries. He's going to put up barriers. He's going to say, this is how it goes. This is what I'm defending. This is what I'm getting territorial about. This Empress learned to get very territorial with the Queen of Wands energy, and now this is coming forward here in May. Now, June, this one's the closest to the Empress in my book, this Queen is. She's the one that stacks the coins. She knows exactly what she's got in the pantry. She knows exactly what's going on. She knows how long it's going to take to do anything, and she knows the real how long it's going to take. She's not pie in the sky thinking. She's not dreamy. She's pragmatic, man. And she's not necessarily cold, but she is practical. She knows how many cans of soup that she needs for XYZ amount of people. She knows all of this. She plans and handles it accordingly. This is coming in June. You're going to get really practical about what you have, what you want, and how to pursue what is worthy of you and what is worthwhile to you. This is the Queen of Coins, Queen of Money, Queen of Energy, Queen of Time. This is coming through big. There's a shift on the Hermit going on at this particular point in June. What's going on with that? I want to see what's going on with that. Whoa. The World. Something completes. This Hermit session where you're isolated or feeling alone, or the dark night of the soul that you've investigated, it completes. The World says you move beyond it. You advance. And it's really funny to see this World kicking out because the Fool is coming in next. So this comes out. And this I asked in clarification of the Hermit card, right? So this is what we've got. The World and the Hermit going on. Fool comes up next. In Tarot land, you go from the Fool to the World and then back again. You'll start a new cycle here. Page of Coins. This is where you've learned to be the Batman. This is the one that has the gift, knows the gift, and goes and does something to pursue it. The student really is ready to offer the gift to the world. This is huge in July. This is where the new start begins. So something shifts there. This is huge for you. And then in August, the Emperor comes again. Something that you had ideas about covering your ass in June comes up again for you in August. Anything else you need to know regarding this Emperor? Okay. All right. Yeah. This is what I'm getting. When I get the metaphor, I give it to you. What's coming up is this energy of a kid, my age is showing here. Like you're a kid or a college student, high school student, whatever. You're writing your paper and you have to have your thesis and then you do your support sentences, right? This is what you do. It's like instead of just having an idea of the thesis and just a kernel of an idea, you have the thesis and you know the support sentences and you know how you're going to go in and support that even more. It feels like what it is that you are wanting to do, that you are choosing to do, has become more solid in your own mind and in practice. It feels like the stones of the castle wall are being built. The floors, the pavers, all of that is being built. Something is being built. And it's something that you had probably in mind even back in March. This was starting to come. This is when the new project began as far as fertility, thinking ideas, blah, blah, blah. Inspirational ideas, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Your foundation of this is getting laid pretty good. Three of Pentacles. Now it's starting to come together. Okay, so in August, you've got the Emperor and you've got the Three of Pentacles. This is the guy that has the skills to put the stained glass window into the church. Usually you see the monk, you see the money man, and you see the stained glass window builder. This is what's going on. Things are harmonizing. There's something about this three that kicks in over here. If you are smart enough to get off the battlefield where it doesn't serve you, and you protect what is yours, importantly, cover your priorities. Not just boundaries, but priorities. This is what's going to be coming up. This is how it comes in. Oops, that way. Yeah, that's what's coming in. Anything else? The completion of the world. Set it up. Set it up like, I know I'm such a bossy old cow, but I'm telling you, if you set up what you want at the beginning of the year as if it were to be a homework assignment where you were going to do an essay on it, what are the three things that you really want to have this year? In 2026, I will create blabbity, blabbity, bleebity, blee. Be very clear about it. And then go 3 paragraphs deep, 3 things that you want, and supporting statements to that. This is how you can create it. Start thinking on it now. You can even start doing like what would be a rough draft. It's something that you are constructing for yourself. This is how you move forward. This is how you get over death. You face your shadow and move to this point where you're graduating and onto your new steps, onto your new path. This is what's going on for you. This is beautiful, beautiful read. I love this for you. That's complete. Holy cow. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. And this is the Witch's Tarot from Eileen Dugan, and is one of my favorites. It's my husband's favorite. He used to always ask me, which deck is that? Which deck is that? Tina for a blind. Okay, Tina. Let's see. Let's look. Tina for a blind. And then this one, we're just going in this deck only. Sometimes I go in multiple decks on this. We're going in this deck only. Tina for a blind. And this one is called the Practical Magic deck, which I just love. Let me see what we got here. And I've had this one for a couple of years now, and I like it. We're doing something different in yours right here. I want to get these laid here, and then laid here. Okay. All right. So hopefully you can see what we got going on here. We've got 3 here, 3 here, and then this pillar. This feels like what you're going towards, This feels like subconscious, conscious, what's going on for you. Let's take a look. We've got rest and restore and ground yourself. There is something to do with you being overly busy at a time that you shouldn't. Now, whether that's your mind or whether that's you running 50 trillion errands, it's slow down, slow down. Yeah. The slow down song comes on. It's Emmy Rossum's slow down song coming on. And when that comes on, usually that's somebody that is like running carpool, driving, doing, trying all these external things and not slowing down. And sometimes it's something that's going on as a way of avoidance. This is you needing to ground yourself and rest and restore. This is huge for you. Huge, huge, huge. This is what needs to happen. And this is how you get the grounding. Really important. Something coming in with all of this green. It's something about the heart. There is something in the heart that is being avoided. The heart chakra is all about green. If you need to get like some kind of forest meditation on the TV to just get some green space, green energy right now to settle yourself down, do it. If you need to go and buy new plants or spend some time in the nursery, do it. And I'm talking the plant nursery. There is something that has to happen. You got Lady of the Earth and Rockabye. There is... Yes, I would say if you can slow down, there's an old lullaby thing that I used to play for my daughter, and it was Pamela Ballingham Earth Mother lullabies, and they were beautiful, and they were so sweet, and they were very calming. Get what it is that helps cradle you. Get your head in the space of cradle song. It's important for you. Now, the next thing in the subconscious conscious is you're getting take action for valiance. It needs to be right action, not a million actions. Take right action for valiance. He doesn't have 55 flaming swords. One flaming sword of truth that needs to be going on. And then light and dark, embrace your shadow. So what is it that really needs attended to? This is important for you. Whatever this is, you need to see both sides. It's not just light and shadow. You can look at things like asset and liability. Sometimes when we look at things in asset and liability, and we look in the numbers, if we were to spend forever investing in something, investing, and somebody else wasn't investing, we would quickly see, yeah, that's not very fair. I'm not going to go for that anymore. So think of things. Embrace your light and your shadow. Invest the asset and liability. If you're an asset, but you're continually doing for others, and not doing for yourself, you're going to run yourself ragged and feel like you're the one that's bankrupted, tapped out, ran dry. All of that, you know. Okay. The time for play and Woodland Queen, and then the lunar strength, lunar magic. I would take the eclipse energy that you can right now and do a shedding of what you don't need to be doing. Get really clear about what you want to do with your actions. This is huge. Be very clear about it. And then time for play. There's something about wood energy coming in. There's something about wood energy and forest energy going on for you. It is almost as if you need to step into a place where you understood the lessons of the forest, where you understood, yes, the fairy tales for what they were, the deeper, deeper significance. So if there's a certain fairy tale that stands out to you, that comes to mind, go deeper into that lesson, whether it's Red Riding Hood or the Goose Girl or whatever it is. There's something more in there. There's time for play that needs to come up, and there needs to be a release going on. There's a lightness of spirit that needs to come through for you. And it's not just about the lunar strength and being able to be strong and do. You need to have the lunar strength for self, the intuitive strength. Some people will see these flowers and they'll see them and then all they see is weeds, weeds, weeds. But if you have moonflower energy going on right now, this is important. Whether it's morning glory or moonflower, there's sweetness that comes from the intuitive light coming forward. There is an illumination within you that needs to be honored, and it feels like the support will come in as soon as you embrace that, as soon as you move more towards that. Now, in this little section over here, what we're seeing here is release your pain. We've kind of covered that. And this is saying Foxgate. The foxes are clever, they're crafty, and they're sly. They're cunning about careers, they're cunning about works. They're sometimes tenuous friends. Like, you got to remember, foxes are just kind of wild dogs as it is. But there's something about being crafty and sly with yourself. And in this one, it's time for play with all the animals. There's lessons in there. It feels to me that you're getting a new animal totem. And it feels to me that the fox way of doing things is something that you understand. But look again. Okay, all right, yeah, hang on. The bear is coming through. It's coming through very good. There's something about the bear coming through, and this feels like new animal totem, totem for strength, totem for power, totem for understanding the season of rest and hibernation, and when to play and when to take better care of yourself, when to get things that just please yourself. It will help you release some of the pain that you've carried for too long. This is asking you to have patience, and then the gift of solitude. Yeah, just for yourself. You know, they have the very yoga-y, namaste, just for today, just for today, just for today. If you could take that and do that same kind of way of thinking, just for yourself, just for yourself, just for yourself. This would be really good for you. This is where your heart returns to you again after a painful period of time. Again, there's something that's coming through. You're shifting from fox and wolf and wild dog mode over to bear mode for a while. I don't know how to explain it any plainer. The mama bear is very, very protective of her cubs. She'll be very, very protective of her cubs. It's like this is what you need to do for your own self, and you need to be as protective of yourself as you would be for little bear cubs. This is what's coming through. You need to let go of what is painful. You need to hold yourself up, so to speak, like when the bears go into the caves. You need to retreat for a little bit so you can take care of yourself and allow yourself to do this without guilt. Allow yourself to have time for play. Whether you're putting a puzzle together, whether you're reading a book, whether you're doing a trip to the library or a trip to the craft store and just breaking out and knitting for, a few hours each day, whatever it is that's your jam, that's your thing. This is what you need to be doing for yourself that honors yourself more. This is huge for you. I'm going to bring this down so you can see the cards a little bit better. And I'm going to show you each of them one more time, but this is coming through huge. It will help you ground to do this. There's that one and that one. This is the practical magic deck, and this is very much, you've got to get practical about how you fuel your own magic, how you restore things for yourself, how you let go of what doesn't serve, how you move beyond what is everybody else's need, how you bake the birthday cake and have a birthday cake for yourself, or the unbirthday as it might be, and you start doing these things for yourself. This is where the magic is. That's what's coming through, and that feels very, very complete. The gift of time to yourself, where you do just for yourself, is how you get the green heart coming back again. That's what I got. Holy smokes, I love that for you. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck, and a great one for journaling too. So that's what I've got for that. Okay, let me get a little bit of water, fix that again, and fix this one again if I can. And then we can see who's next. All right. Okay. You are so welcome, honey. So welcome. No problem, Tina. Krista for the year ahead. Okay, Krista for the year ahead. Let me take a look. Krista, we're going in the Halloween cards for you. For the year ahead, the trick or treat deck. This is one of my favorite Halloween decks. I can't believe we're doing it for the year ahead, but we are. So let's see what's going on. Krista for the year ahead. Yeah, this is a fun deck. We're going into this, and this is Lost Girls too. I want this in the center. I want one of these cards in the center with the rest of the tarot. I don't know why, but I do. We get Snow Angels, and it says the signs are with you already. So this is what we're seeing. And this is like a little bit of stubbornness, a little bit of defiance coming in here, and the signs are already there. So now it's time to slow down and see them. It's like when we leave our prints in the snow. Very, very interesting. You already have much of this incorporated in what you need to know and what you need to do going forward. You have the Tower and the High Priestess. Of course you do. Of course. The Tower. Recent things that have been knocked over, blown apart in life. The cosmic wrecking ball and the plot twist that has recently happened. Things and changes that have recently happened are making way for... This is one of my favorite High Priestesses. You can see why. You can see why. The High Priestess to come in. It's making room for the gifts to come in and letting what you thought you needed to build... as far as the Tower, letting some of that go. And I'm getting some of the units of time, the structures of time. It's not just belief systems. It sometimes is the way we actually use our time and our measure of time that you have. There's something about being in flow rather than in force. And this is something that's coming up. Probably coming up for a lot of you. But this is where rather than trying to force a thing through, you allow it to flow and it comes in easier. Okay, let's see what's going on. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's the clearest Christmas it's ever been. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay. September is death and transformation. It is very much like time to be out of the chrysalis. Time for this rebirth to happen. Very, very much. Here you see the Reaper and the girl and offering the girl the rose. You guys know lots of things that come with roses, lots of tricks that come with things that are seemingly sweet and things that happen when we allow the transformation to happen. Now, on traditional cards, you'll see the white rose on the banner that death carries is on the flag. It's showing that there's something new that's coming out of here, something quite magical coming out of here. And white is seen as a sign of newness sometimes. This is something fresh. This is something new to you coming up. Whatever it is that's ended has ended, and it's time to move forward in a huge way. The death thing also, it is a slicing thing. The Tower allows for things to be taken down. The death is something that sometimes is a painful but inevitable end of something. What else is going on with that? I'm getting very much that you're meant to take the rose that death offers and do something with it. I'm getting very much that this is a gift that you are meant to take forward. This is something very, very, this is like you're being offered a gift. Now, death doesn't usually come offering a gift, but in this particular card it is. It's coming through quite strongly on that, and we're going to let it be. And this is saying the Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Knight of Swords, excuse me. This is the Knight of Swords. This is coming through with the truth. This is coming through with... this one goes through almost like ninja style. There's a precision about the way the truth comes through to you, and there's a piercingness that comes through with this. Be aware of this as you're moving forward. This is huge. Huge for you. Yeah. Be aware. There's something about the wind bringing things to you again. And that's the truth of it. I don't know if you have wind chimes or what, but the wind brings truth to you. You feel it like a breeze. You feel the chill. Even if you're inside, you'll feel like a breeze. You'll feel a shift. You'll feel a chill. You'll feel a difference in the air temperature when truth happens. The Knight of Swords is what you are tasked to carry now. You are tasked to carry this truth. The thing that's being offered is the transformative truth. All right, that's September. October, we have the Ace of Coins coming in, the gift and the new reward coming in for you. This is new money. This is sometimes considered as very, very big money or big reward coming in. And when we see Pentacles, you got to think about time and money both. Sometimes a big reward is rebalancing and restructuring so that you're making money, but you get more time back. You'll know what it is you need, but this is what's coming through, the big reward, the big value. Not like cheap bargain basement shopper value, the big valuable, the big gift. The bigger of the gift is coming in, and the Nine of Cups is coming in. Love it. This is huge. You know your cards well enough to know what this is. This is considered the wish card. This is considered having what you want granted. This is something that's coming in. A big reward, and it feels like a big reward in time is coming in. And this time, energy, money, reward, whatever this is, it feels like it's coming in a big way. This is huge for you. Nine of Cups. Then that's October. November. Ace of Swords. What have you been trying to do? Be the ninja. And this is what you get to do. Sword of Truth comes up. You've got two aces. You've got the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Swords. New opening, new opening. You must. It's not that you get to. It is you must. You are determined to, you will, and you can't avoid carrying the Sword of Truth forward in every aspect of what's going on in your world. This means there will be a little bit of Ginsu work going on, ninja work going on, slice and dice work going on, where you are deciding, okay, this needs to go, this needs to come in. Chop, 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 this needs to go, this needs to come in. You are figuring it out. It's like you are dissecting, chopping, and clearing away what doesn't serve to create your own thing going forward. Heard that? Good, good, good. Now we see the Knight of Wands coming in December, and I want to see what's coming in between these two, between November and December here. So this is December. Here's November. So here we've got them, right? What's coming up? Because Knight of Wands wants to just charge forward. Knight of Wands is lots of passion, lots of excitement, lots of energy. Just go, 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 go. He's not nearly as lethal as the Knight of Swords. I mean, look at what he's carrying. Look at what he's charging forward with. There's inspiration that needs to lead you forward, but you need to get something for you that's going to be able to move you forward. A vehicle that moves you forward in a different kind of way is what I'm getting. A vehicle that moves you forward in a different kind of way. It's like you're ready to go, but this is the vehicle you're using might not be the best vehicle for you at the time. The Queen of Pentacles. Look at her. She's by the hearth. She's got her own cookies. She knows what she's doing. She knows value, time. She knows and respects everything in her pantry and everything it took to make the cookies. She understands it well. She's a little bit goblin-y, but she's looking great. This Queen of Pentacles, the truth is that the worth of your time, the worth you want to invest where your time, your value, and your dollars are in November and December, you're going to do it differently than what you've done before. The traditions will shift. This year, a lot of people are going to get traditions shifting, but the truth of what you want to establish and what you want to go forward and how you want to create a different vehicle or a different path is what's coming forward through there. I don't know what that's about. You know better than I, but that's what's coming. January, we're seeing the Seven of Swords. Now, you know this is Sneaky Pete, but look at this rendition. It's like the fool is all dressed up, doesn't know what he's doing, taking this, taking that, taking all kinds of things and going, okay, what the hell's going on here? He doesn't know what's going on. He's like just grabbing, grabbing, grabbing. Priorities need straightened. Mind needs clear. Clarity comes with the Sword of Truth in November. You need to keep that clarity going forward in January. Can't scream it any louder than the Queen of Swords saying that's the absolute fucking truth. Cut the shit, kid. Whatever this is that's frittering away time or frittering away resources, you need whatever it is that fritters it away and that grabs it away. You'll be absolutely clear on this because you're now embodying Queen of Swords energy in January. This is huge. This is really, really huge for you. Okay. February. We've got the Ten of Swords. And what's clarifying that? Oh, okay. Love it. Ten of Swords. This is like no longer making excessive is what I would say. Excessive sacrifices or the sweet sacrifices where there isn't reward. You're going to go for something a little bit better. Here we have the Ten of Swords coming in. And this is like zombie time, taking all of the injuries, the wounds, and this is a time to move on. Now, this is also the Four of Cups coming in. Four of Cups is refusing to see the good. And in this deck, it shows it as somebody that's had too much sweetness, and then is just ultimately sick from this. So people will give you opportunities to help them, or opportunities to serve, or opportunities to do this and that. You need to do what's true for you, what's right for you, and not do what's excessive because somebody talks you into it, or maybe you're feeling duty or obligation, whether it's family or friend or whatever. You need to refuse some of that so you aren't sick by being overly sweet or overly in a compassionate state. So that's what's going on with that. Now, we've got March coming up. This is a very interesting. We had the Ten of Swords just a minute ago, and now we have the Ten of Wands. This is the burden card in March. So we just saw February refusing to do things other people want you to do. This is who you don't want to be, what you don't want to inhabit. It's like very Quasimodo with too many wants, too many things that other people are tasking you to do. It's like almost like you need to throw them all back into the fire and let the bonfire blaze. It feels like in March you have learned that you're not going to be this creature. No. You want to enjoy the fire, and this in the back is showing somebody walking away from there. If this is an old role that you used to play, it's time to let that go. Anything else going on with that? I would say delegate is a word that comes up. Don't carry other people's lessons. Don't carry other people's burdens. It's not your job to carry it for them. Ha ha! Well, look at this little guy. Same guy in the previous card, right? This one that... Look at the difference in the energy of this guy. Bleh. Just refusing, not having, just a little bit too much. And then this one, Page of Wands, ready to go explore and do something new. Why? Because he's dropped all the friggin' wands. So he's not going to take this. This is such cute. This is like your voice is heard and roaring and loud and yay-hoo going forward. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. You love that. I love it too. It's really such a fun deck, but it is time for you to roar with your own voice about what's important to you. That's what's coming in March. In April, Two of Swords. Now we saw the Ninja Sword over here. And we saw the Ninja making a new decision here. One thing might look like the other, but a choice will need to be made about which truths that you want to carry forward and where you put your knowledge or skills and time from the coin's perspective. Now you're putting your beliefs a little bit differently. The truth that you've been offered or the truth that you need to carry, this is something that you're going into, and there's an amplification coming up on this. The moon of that month is important. I don't know why, but I would jot it down. This is April moon. And it doesn't feel like full moon. It does feel like the wax or the wane, but this is what's going on. Something else is going to come in, like a new epiphany, a new download that's going to help you make the choice. Now, that's not always what's in this card, but it's what's in this card. To thine own self be true comes through on this. Of course, the epiphany about being truer to self is coming through. It's dropping down in a new way. So you will have seen with clarity, and now you get to operate in a way that is truer to you, and it's huge. This is big, big, big for you. To thine own self be true, the high priestess can't deny. It will no longer accommodate the bullshit. I don't know how to say it plainer. No accommodating bullshit. You will have learned, have practiced, have sliced, have cleared what needs to be cleared out. Okay. That's April. May, Knight of Pentacles coming through. This is somebody that's helping you. This comes in, and this comes in as other than you. It does come in as friend. Friend on the errand is what it feels like. So this is somebody that's the loyal friend. Usually if we see the loyal King of Pentacles, it's great. It's fabulous, established, money, money, money. This is something about a task that you're choosing to do. This is an ally that's coming in for you, somebody that's a friend. And this is the man on a mission, the emissary, the mercenary, the person that will go and do what needs to be done if they know what the reward is in it for them, if they know what the reward or purpose is in it. This is huge. You need to be clear enough that you're focused on what you need to do, because then this one will understand how to go forward. You understand it 10,000%? Good. Whoo! King of Pentacles comes in right on top of him. Let the man become the king. It's not so much the boy to man. Let the man become the king. Whatever that is, I don't know. But let the man become the king. This is where something that is the quest for this one makes him understand that he's got the prize here. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming in May. In June, we've got the Six of Cups now. We got the Joker and the Pumpkin going on here. But the Six of Cups is nostalgia, friendship energy, this lightheartedness, and also this is full of surprise and delight coming through. This is huge, huge, huge. This feels like June is a big month of surprise. It feels like there should be a cornucopia on this card. It's not on there, but it should be. It feels like you're going to get some surprises to be grateful for in June. Delightful surprises that make you happy, that lift your heart, lift your spirit. July, 10 of Pentacles. This is legacy, breakthrough, family inheritance, how you leave your mark. This is something really, really clear for you. What do you want to do? How you want to go forward? This is huge for you. 10 of Pentacles. Really, really. It's generational wealth and generational curse breaking that it has come through in many, many times. This is what's coming up, and it's big. There's something that when you're called to break the generational curse, the family toxic traits or the family toxic dynamics, you have to operate something and do something a little bit differently. But it does bring something that is a gift, that is legacy, that comes out of this in a strong way. Anything else on this? 2 of Pentacles. It's going to require a little bit of juggling. It's going to make you feel unstable. What? Why? Page of Pentacles. So there's a lot of Pentacles going in the summer here. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. There's this unstable about the emotion. It's going to be uncomfortable is what I'm getting. It's not something you can't do, but it's going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to have to tolerate other people being uncomfortable. You're going to have to learn a sense of detachment in order to stabilize. Here you have the Page of Pentacles. Usually this is the one that knows they have the gift. This one knows what they've got in the cooler, and it's a little bit like gross Halloween-y, but it's a great one. And this is what's, you need to know what you've got in your hand as the Page of Pentacles in order to balance this and in order to detach and remove in the way that allows this generational curse and the generational gift to come through. That's what's going on in July. August, we're seeing the Lovers come in, and this one you're going to love. This one's great. Very, very Morticia and Gomez kind of feeling on this card. Big time. This is the choice that you make to go forward towards your heart's desire, towards the devotion of your own heart. Huge, huge, huge. Love this, love this. 6 of Pentacles. The universe is going to try and give you extra treats. And then why? Because the Tower has come full circle now. It feels like this Tower moment, you're holding the light on. It doesn't feel like a secondary Tower. It feels like all the rubble is finally cleared. Anything else you need to know? Okay. The King of Swords comes in, and this comes in with a little bit of a scream, but look at this. The queen that made the cuts now gets to be more strategic on a new level. This is raising your game. It's doing it on, it's like playing chess on multiple boards at the same time. This is what's coming in. You have multiple things going on. You're being strategic about this one. You're being strategic about this. You're being strategic about this. These things that you're clear on are important for you. This is what's coming through. That makes sense to you? Good, good, good. Yeah, it's super, super clear. So just because the Tower has come down doesn't mean that all of a sudden that you're going to be uncomfortable forever, but it sometimes takes a little bit to kick all the rubble out of the way. A couple of years back, Phil and I, he got fired from his job from the company that had been around for 100 years. They fired 30,000 people, basically, laid off. YRC just went tits up and was done. And so that enabled him to get a different job, and we ended up moving. And I still have shit that's in the closet that needs sorted. I still have rubble that needs to happen from the Tower where it gets sorted. That kind of thing. So laid off is what happened. But it's like the whole company, I mean, there's people still sitting around trying to figure out if the company's going to do blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they are out of business, people. Whatever. So it's like you can see their equipment in all kinds of different yards. So the rubble still has fallout going on for different people in different ways. And whether they've come to grips and moved forward from that Tower moment or not, some of them haven't. Some of them are like still trying to figure out, okay, well, when am I going to get some kind of back pay or blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you just got to kick that shit out of the way and keep going. And there's still debris sometimes that has to happen. It feels like for you, the moment where the Tower fell is less and less impact on you. Yeah, I still have shit we've got to put away, but we are in a better space now than what we were. We're in a better space now than where we were before. It takes a little bit of time to do this. And this is where you got that Snow Angel card saying the signs are with you. You also got the High Priestess card coming through. This is where you already know some of this stuff is going on. You already know some of these changes that you have to do, and you know the truths that you have to carry forward. That's complete. Holy cow, I love that for you. Love, love, love. And this is called the Trick or Treat Tarot, and I love it. It's one that I opened, and I probably didn't even get halfway through the Major Arcana before I called Phil and said, I need a second one of these. I love this deck. So yeah, it's one of my all-time faves. You are so, so welcome, honey. So welcome. All right, let me get a little bit of water and we will see what else is going on. We'll see who's next on the list. So yeah, and if you guys get a paid reading, let Kim know what you paid with and she'll get you on the list and we'll just be lost in the cards. And thank you for the likes and the shares and all of that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. Sparrow paid with PayPal. Okay. And Sparrow, I'm going to check here, but if you tell me what your name is, that'd be great. Or first name to look for. And we'll get into your read. See what kind of read that you're getting. Okay. Teralyn. Okay, Teralyn. Yeah, I'm seeing it right here. Full reading. Okay, you got it. All right. And did you have a specific question, honey? If you've got a specific question, I didn't see it in there, but I'll give you a minute if you want to type something in. If you want me to just go in full general, we'll do that too. You just let me know which it is. I'll get another swig of water. Okay, we're going to the Dark Mansion deck. It's one of my absolute favorite decks. I love this deck. Love it, love it, love it. We're going into this one for you, and we'll see what's coming up for Teralyn. Full. Wow, I need more room on my desk. Give me a second. I've got to shift a little bit of things. A little bit more room. We're getting a layer cake type of a spread. Now, usually if I do the Australian layout of the Celtic Cross, it's just 5 cards and 5 cards, but it feels like we're getting a layer cake, and it feels like it's a little bit zigzag, so we're going to see what's going on with this. All right. Really, really crazy. Get this cards out of the way. Same deck, second deck. I had to differentiate because I couldn't bear to cut these cards. But that's why there's markers all over the back of these ones. We'll see what's going on. Okay. What I'm seeing right now, and I'm going to show you how I'm laying these. Ooh, hopefully you can see. So we've got this, and this is how we're laying the Australian 10 for this. Then we're going to lay again, but I want it right under here. That's an interesting point to put it, but that's where we're putting it. Right under here. Feels like this might be concerning 2 people. So it could be 2 layers. It could be 2 people. I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but it is indeed what I'm getting. So this is what's going on. This is what we'll see. And the TikTok is wanting me to do the puzzle piece. So we'll do that, and then we'll get some clarifiers. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. So you can see this second layer is set in here. You already see the repeat of the Fool coming in. This is interesting as we're saying this going forward. It does have this 2 people kind of feeling going on. We're going to grab some clarifiers for this and some clarifiers for this. Okay, so this top layer, the surface things that you know about, we've got the problem, the question, the person is in this 5 of Cups moment, this moment of grieving, this moment of, it just feels like sorrow. More than a remorse, it just feels like sorrow. It feels like the bitter of the bittersweet. That's huge, huge, huge. There's something that is sorrow, something that's past. A little bit of wishing for things that might not have been, that maybe could have never have been, is coming through in this energy right here. And we've got the star crossing it. The sorrow and hoping for something different. And honey, it's not going to change. The thing that provides hope, the thing that gives the most hope on this particular situation here, and I'm trying to get this so it will record for YouTube later in a good way, but the things that gives the most hope here is you knowing that you can change and you pursuing your own dream. The conscious knowledge of you taking the leap of faith, the subconscious of the High Priestess coming in a big, big way. Now this is huge because below the High Priestess is the Devil, the Fool, and the Page of Wands coming through again. But this is conscious, this is subconscious. This is where we have the challenge for you, you in the position of now, and the environment around you. What it's telling me is you're taking a pause and you're waiting on somebody that is a little bit not great at follow through is what I'm saying. this perspective that shifts. We need to slow down and trust in our own way of seeing, in our own way of doing. And what was it that came through on this the other day? I think Seraphis put something on the hangman. If you don't follow Seraphis, go follow Seraphis. It's Serafice. She does 10-second tarot, card of the day. And she did something on the hangman. Trust that you are where you need to be. Trust that you are where you need to be in this moment. That's what's coming through. That's what she said. And it came through so strongly. I even commented on it for her. And it was like very, very big. This feels like something that has you doubting your intuition or doubting this moment in time that you need for pause. You need a little time to get over whatever this is that's causing the grieving going on. Now, in the recent past, there's been a big reward, big money, big opportunity for something. And this is a gift that has happened. It feels like in the recent past, there's been something that feels like it's been more security. And in the near future, the Four of Wands, there's something coming up that is very, very synchronistic. This sometimes is taken as a soulmates card. It's also the threshold card for me. It's usually weddings, graduations, births, all that. But this is something that is in the near future where things are going to come into synchronicity. Yes? Okay. All right. Some of us are, yes. All right. Some of us are very getting bridge work and stabilizer work. And my guide Lucy is here and she wants to talk to us about this for a minute. So this is in the case, there is stabilizing work that has been done. Is that right, Lucy? Yes, like anchors have been dropped off a ship. Yes, like stones in the pond that after a while build up the dam. There is a reservoir being built of emotion, of love, and of peace that needs to continue to move forward. Yes, this is the time to not just be the bridge. It is like a stone wall across a lake, not the high bridge from the sky, rather the stone wall that builds the dam that is wide enough to walk across. This is what she's giving me. Seraphis, hi, honey. I loved your hangman thing. I loved it. Loved it. That's our Seraphis. Yay. Hi. So what Lucy is saying and what she's just showing me is some of us have moved from bridge to stabilizer to bridge, and this is synchronized timing. It is like, I'm thinking, I'm getting the Hoover Dam as the best big image that I can tell you about, but somebody could do it on they could dam up an irrigation creek or a little canal just as well. You know what I'm talking about. This is something that's huge that's going on. So this is a big deal going forward. The synchronicity that's coming in for this person A, person B, I don't know. We'll see. But right here, this one's coming in this way. Now, when we go here, we have the hopes and fears and things that are going on, and then the likely outcome in the traditional Celtic cross and in the Australian 10 spread. This is the hopes and fears, and this is a time to reflect and retreat towards self. This Four of Swords is retreat, reclaim, recharge, renew, restore, all of this coming in. It's usually seen with a soldier on his coffin. It's usually seen as taking time. It's a time for self-care, all of this. If you spend too much time on yourself, is that selfish? Absolutely not. It's taking time and in your own space to let your intuition through. And don't fear about taking the time that you need in order to do that. It's reflecting back on something and not letting nostalgia and the rose-colored glasses override you, but seeing what it is, seeing what's going on. At the initial of this, I was saying this is the bittersweet and there's sorrow that comes through this. It doesn't mean there wasn't value in what happened. You see in this deck, they're showing the pictures of in the past right there. This is a reflection on this. It doesn't mean it was out of alignment for that to be happening, but that's what's going on in this layer or in this aspect. What we're doing here in the second layer, let's see how it carries through. You've got the Fool coming through again, and this is where you're taking the leap of faith. Page of Wands coming through. This is excitement and the desire to explore. Now, if we were to do this and just go right over the tops of this layer, like so, we would see whatever it is that you're releasing and letting go of, you need to pivot and take the leap of faith. Let the sorrow go and now trust once again. We would see the desire to not just have our hopes and dreams coming through, but we would also see the need to explore something, the need to be excitement, to recapture the excitement about something. That's what we'd see if we layered that over. That's what's going on, and that's what leads to this outcome, which is great. It feels like this alignment is just slightly off and needs to come in time is what I'm getting. In time is when it needs to come through. This is huge for you. We have the Two of Coins coming in and the Magician here. We've got the subconscious with the Judgment and the conscious with the Judgment. Excuse me, with the Two of Pentacles. So conscious, subconscious. This is something that feels like shaky ground, hard to balance, tricky to manage. This is where, how do I, have enough for gas and groceries? How do I balance it out? How do I figure it out? Struggling in the juggle time. Things will need to be juggled and shifted around for you at this time. There will be a little bit of instability. The Fool doesn't have a stable foundation, but he has to leap anyway, has to trust anyway, has to move forward with that anyway. And then the subconscious, the judgment. This is the to thine own self be true. It's a restoration and a wholeness. It's following your calling. It's when the angels call you forward. Now let's see what else is going on with this. I want to clarify on that one. Your heart wants to move forward in a way where it has perfect partnerships. Equal offerings need to come forward. The Six of Cups. Usually you see the kids and one's offering one cup and one's offering another. And I say it's trading a rock for the candy bar. It needs to be a good trade, an even trade. That's the outcome here. This is where you're going with judgment. You're discerning what is actually the fair and equal trade of the heart. What is actually right, the kindred spirit. This is all happening right here. Subconsciously, it's directing the juggle. So it is, how do you say? I would say more in your favor. Absolutely more in your favor is how I would say it. Now the Magician comes through. This is you in the position of now, able to make the magic. Able to find out what it is in order to move forward in a huge, huge way. When you're able to take the resources that you have and make the magic, this is huge. This is coming in with shades of Hermit on it for me. It's telling me that this time that you have had in the same column has been part of what creates this magic. It's telling me that juggling from offering here, there, and everywhere and doing it in a scattered way, doing it different, is serving you well. Using all the tools and all the resources that you have. Now, what we have here coming up next, let's let that down here again. We have the Three of Wands right here. This is the environment around you, and there's a little bit of patience necessary. This is the one that I call the Santa Fe burger. Typically, you see it depicted as the guy looking out towards the shores and waiting for the ships to come in. I call it the Santa Fe burger because you don't chase the waitress once you order your burger. You trust the universe to bring it to you, and this is what's being required of you. Trust in your higher self, trust in the universe to take the leap of faith, trust to move forward, that things will come together in a synchronistic way that serves you best. This is what's coming in. Okay, recent past, the Lover's card, the choices, and the choice of the devoted heart. This is what's coming in here. This is all about the choices that you make that serve you best. What is going to serve you best to move towards? Also, I'm getting, and this is an unusual message, but this is what I'm getting. The emphasis that you put on relationships needs to shift a little bit, and the emphasis that you put on friendships needs to come in a little bit stronger. The emphasis that you might put on the romantic relationship, this is when if I was talking to my daughter or my sister, I'd say your husband is never your girlfriend. Your husband is never like your best friend that's your girlfriend. Your best girlfriend, you continue to chat, blah, 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 and you talk about all kinds of different things. It's a different role. And so this is coming in as honoring the relationship for what it is, but also leaning more heavily into the friendship energy. Yeah. You need your girls around. You need your besties around that are strong supporters of you right now. Now, going into the future, the Three of Cups says, lift a glass and be around those that celebrate you. Understand the work that you can do in different kinds of relationship meets the role you play in different relationships, meets different expectation, different purpose. This is what's going on with that. It's huge for you. It's how you remember to celebrate yourself. It's how you move forward in such a terrific way. And I really like this for you. It's like you finally are figuring out, how do I say this without sounding like a old bitty sexist? You're finally figuring out what makes the difference between a good best girlfriend or a sister friend, sister from another mister, and what makes a good partner. And you're figuring out how that operates actually different. You lost your best friend 3 years ago and haven't bonded with another since then. Understand what it is that you bring to the dynamic of the best friend relationship and start being that best friend for yourself. Because you have to kind of risk to get friendships and create close bonds. And it's harder to do as a grown person. But understand what that is that for you helps create that energy. How you befriend yourself, how you take care of yourself in good ways. How you go and try something new or spoil yourself in a different kind of way. This is all important in moving forward. This is choosing what your heart desires, and that's going to draw more of that energy where people lift a glass and celebrate you. There's circles of supports coming in the future for you. Now here, let me go back down. I hope you can see this well enough. Okay. So right here, we have the Miser card, and I love this illustration of this. This is the Four of Coins where our heart is overly protected. Now, sometimes we've seen this a couple of times today already, but sometimes we see this and they're sitting on a chest of coins. Sometimes we see it and they've got one across the heart, two below their feet, and a coin on their head, right? They've got plenty of money. They've got actually enough, but they feel like they have to protect, protect, protect. This guy is trying to hold all four. This is saying, don't be greedy with your resource of time, is what I'm getting on this. Because for me, the coins are not just money, they are time also. This is you needing to unguard a little bit. So maybe put some of your time, invest it in different areas so you can have a little bit more open heart. Not in a way that is foolish, but in a way that is vulnerable and serves you to create new opportunities for yourself to be open with others, to create either new friendships or new places and spaces where you're with people that get you and lift the glass. This is the hopes and fears. It's like you don't want to open the heart again, but the time has come to do so. In the final outcome here, we see the harvester, the farmer, and the fruits of labor coming in. I want a little bit of a clarifier on this. Go with this one over here. What's the clarifier over here for the fruits of labor card? What are you evaluating? And it can't, I'm going to tell you real bossy now. It can't just be you evaluate things with the coins and only the coins. The things that are the non-financial need to be evaluated too. The things that are rewarding, the rewards that come from the labor and the energy you put into something. What is the deeper reward than just the finance? It needs to be looked at and evaluated. The moon. We're getting a little bit of a tricky time to see. There's something that feels deceptive. If you measure only by the money, you're going to be fooled. Okay, all right. This is what we got here. We got the moon, we got the devil. It means something is creating a big lie. And when we go back to where the devil card was in the previous, it was right under the high priestess. Something is telling you to doubt your intuition. You had these two. Devil saying, doubt your intuition, doubt your intuition. This saying you can't see everything and you should be afraid, and that's bullshit. Don't be afraid of what it is. Evaluate from a different standpoint, and you're going to understand things more. Evaluate, where is your time invested best? Not just money, but where is your time invested best? Dead on? Yeah. It's big. And this is why the harvester has to evaluate. You have to think, you have to pause and allow for some growth, allow for some change to happen. You don't just water the crops and instantly you have a whole cornfield. It takes a little bit of time and allowance for you to grow into spaces and for things around you to grow also. The next things that we got as the clarifiers for the outcome is the Four of Swords. We saw that before. This self-care thing, huge important for you. When you see repeats in my reads, it's like the universe giving you the billboard sign. Take care of yourself. Reclaim, recharge, renew, restore, rest. Allow yourself the time that you need to let go of what doesn't serve. To let go of that past is important. And you need to rest and nurture yourself. This is huge for you. And then the Knight of Wands. Then you get to charge forward. This is huge. Now, if we're going to look for just, yes, I want to look for just a timeline real quick. The stabilizer is coming in again. It is as if, rather than bridging realms, you need to be what is the stable force in your own realm. It's not that you can't bridge other realms and get in tune with the intuitive side. No. But you need things that are stabilizers for you that need to come in. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So we're getting here the Three of Wands and Four of Cups. So the Three of Wands we saw up here in the environment around you. We saw it. I'm going to show you the repeat. We saw it. This is where you order the burger and wait for the waitress to bring it to you. Don't get caught up on the mechanics of how something has to happen. Trust the universe. Be in the state of flow and not force. Don't refuse the gift that is offered. And this feels like a gift of friendship that is offered that is coming towards you. It feels like this should be right in here. That's where it should be. That's what it feels like is happening. So when it's offered, when you take the time to extend yourself, to risk, to go to different places, to create opportunities for yourself, you are giving the world the gift of your presence there. So allow this to happen and trust the universe to bring more to you. There is circles of support yet to come in, and it's just like the alignment isn't quite there yet, but it's coming. It's coming. 10-speed bike, when it slips gears, it's like the chain hiccups a bit, and then it catches, and then you're on your way. And that's what it feels like is going on. That feels complete. Feels beautiful for you. Trust yourself is what I'm getting huge. Stabilize what works for you in your environment. what makes sense to you to do for yourself. If that's like today, I need to rest. I don't know why, but I need to rest, then rest. If it's today, I need to get out and I know better, I'd rather stay home, but I know I need to see people again, live people and interact with them, then go do that. Start trusting your intuition because it's trying to lead you forward. And it might be the resistance towards that that is slowing you down. That's probably why we saw the devil near the moon and why we saw the devil near the high priestess. Your intuition is trying to lead you. So that's what I've got on that. Okay, let me put these somehow in here and we'll see what else is going on. The list is clear as far as you know? Okay. All right. Let me get a little bit of water and we'll see what else is going on. Oh, thank you, Krista. Thank you. Okay. Mel, we're on the paid list, honey. On Monday and Wednesday, I'm here, and we usually do micros at the beginning of the show, and I'll like see 3 cards or whatever going on for that. Let me show you what I do. If you want to get on the list and get a reading, we can look at it. The paid list is open. You can pay me on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. It's at A Feisty Butterfly. On Venmo, Cash App, $ The Feisty Butterfly, and PayPal is afeistybutterfly@gmail.com, and that comes through with my husband Phil's name sometime because he sometimes does a show with me in the evenings. So we'll see how it's going on. But if you wanted to ask a question and get a full reading, what you just saw was a full, and it was primarily 2 decks with the 3rd and the 4th deck acting as clarifiers on that one. So we did that one. That was a full. So you can see I put 15 to 20 cards on the full. That was probably like 22, but if we're getting nosy, we're getting nosy. Maybe it was more like 25 or 26. I don't know. But you can go ahead and, if you want to get on the paid list, go ahead and do that. I'm here on Mondays and Wednesdays, usually at 11, and usually on for like an hour and a half, whatever, as long as the voice and the vocal cords will hold. So that's what I'm doing. So that's usually what's going on. Thank you, Emily. 10 out of 10 recommend. Yes, 10 out of 10 recommend. So, and if you have questions about new decks or anything like that, that'd be great. One of the decks that Yana likes, she likes the Russian Gypsy cards, which we've seen, which are very interesting, but she really likes this one. And if I could remember the name, I can't remember the name of this one right now. What the heck is it? It's one of the newer ones that I've gotten. It's the Universal Folk Tarot. That's what it is. And Yana is one of my guides that has recently come through. Do I have the Fallout deck? I saw the Fallout thing. I don't have the Fallout deck and the video game. You guys, I still call all video games Nintendo. I know they aren't Nintendo, but you got to remember, when I was a kid, Pong had just been created, and that was amazing. And it was a line and a dot and some kind of lame-ass tennis type of thing. So, yeah. I don't have the video game, but I do know what Fallout is. You've been curious about it, but you don't play it either. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have that deck. This one is the Universal Folk, and you guys know my guide Yana is quite pushy, and she is wanting to do some sort of read on this, so we're going to take a look and see what's going on. You need to tell the little ones that she's too uptight. Sometimes people are too uptight. She's way too uptight right now. Too much tension, too much uptightness. And sometimes when the people are uptight, they get in bitchy fight for no reason. They just fight, no reason. It's time to settle down. You need to tell the people they need to be the mellow, they need to be the peaceful, they need to be the calm. Like the glass of water that sits for hours. Water not up, down, up, down, up, down. Water not up, down at all. Water, calm. Okay, what do you... Okay, give me a second, guys. What we're seeing here is the Two of Cups, Eternity, the Knight of Swords, the Challenge, the Three of Wands, Fortune and Favor, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Four of Swords, Pause. Like you say, calm. You see, your friend, your good friend, your friends that you have, you may not think all same, but a good friend needs calm. It's like this. It's like if you see your friend, she does something very stupid. You're like, okay, you don't want to say, listen, fatty, that dress looks horrible. No, you need to be gentle and say, nope, not dress for you. Not dress for you at all. But is your friend, you need to meet equal. Yes. And she say equal perfect partner. Perfect friend tells truth, but tells nice truth. Truth. If the dress look a kind of crap, it look a kind of crap. You have to tell truth. Dress look kind of crap. If she buys a dress anyway and she looks like big fatso, it's easy for her to look like fatso that day. If she looks like a fatso and wants to wear that dress and she's happy in that dress, then you back off. Let her be happy. It's like this. These is have fights about stupid things. About stupid things. People have forgotten. Yes. They've forgotten the love. They look external, outside. Is the time for, if she wants a big fat dress, if she wants to be the big fat to wear the dress, you be happy you go with her to the party anyway. You go to the party anyway. You worry about your own dress. You worry about your own damn dress. If you don't want to wear dress, you don't wear dress. You wear pajamas. You wear what you want to the party. Each are there for the time. Each are there for the time. Yes. You came to the dance. You came to the life. You came to Planet School. Planet School. You came to Planet School to learn, to do, to be self. Not to be someone else. Say you wear pajamas, you wear dress. You came to the party to be the party, to play in the party, to have fun with the others. Not to argue who has fancy dress, who has best pajamas. I've got that, Yana. What else? Slow it down. She's showing me so many players that are butting up against each other. Players, people in parties. She's showing me as if there's this huge dance going on. But some people are coming to the dance in costume. Some people are not in costume. And she's saying whether they come in costume or not, come as yourself. Enjoy the lessons and the life lessons that Earth School offers. Yes? Enjoy this. Now what else? Okay. She wants to come through again. She's saying, you remember when Panther was out of closet? Okay. Panther out of closet. Yeah. There was a time in life where this was too much this, so got made smaller, right? Felt like a panther out of the closet at that time. Felt like I got a lot more freedom. Where things that were in my way and weighing me down were too much. And it was too much. The challenge on this one is to allow yourself to be freer in what you're doing, in your partnering, in how you're playing. Allow yourself. You say flow state, you say panther out of closet. It is time to explore. Jungle is big. Jungle is big. You be stealth, explore. Panther don't have to eat everything. Panther has to get what Panther get and then move forward. Panther also has to run. Cat knows what cat wants. That's what she's giving me. We don't have to eat everything in the jungle. We don't have to consume so much that we're taking in. Consume what it is we need to take, whether it's news, whether it's food, whether it's a passionate thing that we want to do. Take what we need to take, but we don't have to be constantly consuming, constantly on the prowl, whether we're doom scrolling, whether we're checking too much news, whether checking too much things going on. You know what it is you want. The cat needs to act more like the cat, she says. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands, Fortune and Favor. What does she want to say about these? She reads these almost like oracle. I'm reading to you how they are written here. Okay. She says, do you not see the Six of Swords right here in this very wheel? It's also very like a ship. It's like if you have the swords in the ship, they're too heavy. How do you expect to go to the calm water? The glass of water must be calm. We must get beyond the chop waters. Not I think this, you think this, I think this, you think this. No more. It's contentious. It's stupid. It's time. Throw swords out. Get new thoughts. Get peace. Be in peace water for a long time. Then get thought again. Then get thought. It is time. Must turn towards peace. Must turn towards friend. Must turn towards fat dress. Is make you look fat. These pajamas, I feel good. Okay, I will wear this, you wear that. We'll be happy, we go to party together. She really is talking about these two very different kinds of friends that are very complementary to each other, going and learning together, still having each other's backs, even if you have differences from people, still having that and learning to enjoy what is going on here in Earth School while we're here. There's so many good things to enjoy. She talks about this and she's comparing it to like the Six of Swords. And in the tarot card Six of Swords, some decks you see the swords on the side of the boat. Sometimes you see them to the side of the boat in the water. Sometimes you see them in the boat. She's referring to a reference where they're in the boat and you need to chuck some of it out. So the ideological differences or whatever need to be chucked. She likes how that is. Yes. Yeah, that's the difference. Embracing the differences. Yes, exactly. And the Three of Wands to move forward anyway. All right. One more card. One more card. This is the Page of Swords. This is Apprentice. This is somebody that's learning truth. And we hold our own truth. We can't hold another's truth. They have to have their own truth. The truth of what my childhood was like for me is not going to be the same truth as my little sister or my older sister. Just by sheer birth order alone, we're going to see our childhoods through a slightly different lens. So everybody has their own truth to hold and to carry forward. Anything else? Hey, Gia Prism! Woohoo! What else are we seeing? The Queen of Wands. Okay. The Queen of Wands is here. She's the one that I tell you, be careful who you give audience to. The Queen of Confidence. She is confident in what she's doing. Okay. Yes. Yana wants to say, like the fat lady wearing the dress that she likes. It's a big yellow dress. She look like a flower. She look like a flower. She go forward. She go forward. It's beautiful. It's beautiful for her to be in the big dress. It's totally her. It is a thing. And then pajama. You be in the pajamas, you be the bunny in the pajama, or you be in the plaid pajama, or you be the old man in the pajama like on the TV. Oh, the TV old man pajama. Okay, I gotta give you guys this. She's showing me how the TV used to show the gray and white TV when it was gray and white, and they would show people in pajamas and they get in their matching full-on pants and like pajama top, very, very English style pajamas to go to bed, try and sleep in that, and she thinks that's really pretty funny. So that's what's coming through, really coming through. But have the confidence to wear whatever it is you're going to be wearing. That's what's coming through huge right now. That's what's important for us. Wear whatever it is we want to wear. Show up how we want to show up. Love what it is that we bring forward to Earth School, to the party that we're all here to be doing, here to be learning, here to be growing, here to be supporting each other. If you have your friend that's wearing the yellow dress and wants to look like a sunflower, you let her wear it, man. She's the world's best marigold dressed. Great, good on her. And if you're wearing the plaid pajamas or the pajamas that make you look like a rabbit, it doesn't matter. Show up as yourself. Allow others the same thing. We all carry our own truth, and we all need to learn to do this confidently rather than the tear down artist, the tear down artist, the tear down artist. It's time to lift. Yeah, she likes that. She likes that very much. That feels very, very complete. Yeah, she's good with that. So that's what I've got. I think that I'm going to call it a day. That's cracking me up pretty big. But I think I will call it a day, and then I will be back on Wednesday at 11. So, oh, thank you, Krista. Thank you. If you guys want to see me here on Wednesday at 11, that would be great. And I guess we'll call it for now. I hope you guys have a happy, happy day. There is much to be happy and excited about. Be peaceful. Be happy. Go and do amazing things for yourself today or this week. And hopefully we see you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye.